Hi, my name is Kylie and I'm the Publishing Queen, and I'm about to share with you a very special secret about how to write a successful book. So if you're thinking of writing a book, if you've just started writing a book, or if you're about to start writing a book, this is the perfect time to watch this video because I'm going to share with you what not everybody else knows, and that's this. The secret is to plan before you start. I know it sounds too simple, right? But then you've got the next step. Well, okay, I get to plan before I start, but where do I go from there? How do I plan? What needs to go into my plan? How long is it going to take? Etc, etc. What I'm going to share with you today is how to do all the planning in a matter of minutes, so pay careful attention. What I want you to do is get out a piece of paper and put it in front of you. At the top of that bit of paper, I want you to write the subject matter of your book. Doesn't matter what your book's on, you must know the subject before you start. That's a given. So write that on the top of the bit of paper. Underneath that, I want you to write all the key thoughts about your book. So for example, if your subject was dogs, key thoughts might be different breeds of dog, they might be different ways to train your dog, there might be different things to feed your dog, or it might be a compilation book with one chapter on breeds, one chapter on training, and one chapter on food. Whether your book is an overall view or a specific niche doesn't matter. What matters is that you've got this complete list written down. So why don't you pause the video now and take a moment to write that list. On average, people find they have about 10 items. You might have a few more, you might have a few less. The number doesn't matter. What matters is that you write down every key thought related to your subject matter. So pause the video and do that now. Okay, so you completed your list. Now what I want you to do is look at that list. Where's the logical start point? When someone first opens your book, what's the first thing you want to tell them? I want you to look at that item and I want you to put a number 1 next to it. Then I want you to flip to the other side. What's the last thing you want to leave someone with before they finish your book? How do you want your book to end? Put the last number next to that. For example, if you have 10 items, put the number 10. If you have a few less or a few more, put whatever the last number is or how many items are on your list. Now you have a start point and an end point. What you need to do is get the logical flow between the two. So I want you to think about where people would naturally go from your introduction. What's the next thing you want to tell them? For example, if your book was on breeds of dogs, the breeds might be a logical flow in order of size. If it was on how to train your dog, it might be in order of ease of the techniques. If it was on what to feed your dog, it might be in alphabetical order. And if it was an overview, it might be in the order people need to know things in order to look after their dog. For example, you would need to feed it before you could train it. You would need to pick the breed before you knew what you were feeding, so on and so forth. So what I want you to do is pause the DVD again now and fill out those missing numbers. Now that you've done that, congratulations, you've finished the exercise. But guess what else you've also done? You've got your table of contents. That's right, you now know exactly what's going in your book, which means your book is now successfully planned. All you need to do now is allocate a quiet space where you can sit down and write each chapter uninterrupted. And if you want more tips on how to do that, check out my book, How to Write a Book in Less than 7 Days. I wish you guys every publishing success.